Okay.
Okay.
All right, so now we're doing not Janet. Helena is talking about exercise, and now from the chair. And this is why I said Sassy Women on Wednesday, May 7th.
May 20, 2020.
Right.
This is brilliant. Thank you, everybody. All right, Sheila. Go, Helena.
It's so delightful. You've been sitting in your car or sitting in your chair, and you have to get up to answer the phone or to get yourself another drink of water. And all you have to do is tap and stamp your feet. Just stamping your feet. It gets the blood flowing. Just give it a few seconds and you'll even feel a little buzz in your ankles. And that's the blood flowing back up to your heart.
Wow.
Okay, then you showed a couple of other, when I asked about chair sit-ups, you showed a couple of other things.
Yes, a really nice fun one. It works your arms, strength, as you were saying, like pushing on your, you said pushing on the counter, but here you are in the chair. Put them behind you, or even on your side, or on your arms, the arms of your chair, right? And all you have to do is press your feet down into the floor and lift up. You're doing the semi-squat, but feel how you just lengthened yourself. You just elongated yourself. Your hands are pushing down, your feet are pushing down, but your chest is going up and out. Your shoulders are going down, but your head is coming.
Yeah. I could feel it in the breathing.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
You're expanding your chest, and your back says, "Oh my goodness, I have a little rest." For that brief moment, because the whole trunk isn't pushing down.
That's great, Helena.
Okay, then, do you want to have more there?
I'm happy.
Okay, so Chris, I started also talking about my 50-plus exercise person. We'll talk about crossing our arms, those who can, and getting up. And each of his things are, we would do things for time or he does kind of a go around at each station. And so it's 1 minute for each of the different things. Also in that chair, you're tired of doing that, there's also just reaching down as far as you can, putting your legs out straight and reaching down as far as you can to your toes and holding it.
Oh, that's really nice.
That feels really good when you've been sitting for a long time.
Yes, and it's so good for the brain as well to have the head lower than the heart. That's what they do in yoga with the all those inversion poses.
Oh, that feels good. Yeah.
Okay, so now, and anything more you want to add, Helena?
I'm willing to. I'm very happy to. So we pressed down and we all stood up. Actually, we can jump a little bit, just going up and down. We did, oh, I know. This is my fun one. Okay, turn gradually to the right. Okay, to your right, and come back to where you started, and then turn to the left and come back to where you started. Okay? This time, turn to the right and find a reference point. That means a spot. And you're not going too far, but you find a spot and you say, okay, I'll remember that spot, and come back. Good. If you want, you could do the same to the left.
Now, what about breathing? Helena, is it good to breathe in one way and out the other?
That's a good question, but let me get to, I'll get to it. When you go in each direction, find out which direction is easier to turn to. There's always one, because we're not perfect. There's always one way, the right or the left, that's easier to turn.
For me, they're about the same.
Okay, they're about the same. Okay. Is that true for other people as well?
No, it's not true for me.
Is one side easier?
The right side is easier for me. And I have a pinched nerve in my back.
Oh, yeah. And what about you, Gloria? Is one side easier?
You're
Or-
muted.
Gloria,
Do it.
is it, you didn't get to do it yet?
No, I'm just watching.
Okay, perfect. How
So
about,
do you want to give us the answer if one side is harder than the other?
well, it usually has to be because we're not asymmetrical. None of us are. Today, for some reason, my left side is a little bit easier than my right, but that's not usual for me. And to prove it, Gloria, this is interesting. Not the post office, FedEx, no, UPS, they don't allow the UPS drivers to make left turns. If a UPS driver has to make a left turn, he has to go all the way around the block, even though it may take a longer to get to make 4 right turns. They insist, the rules for them is no left turns.
And the reason for that?
Most people are right-handed and it's easier to turn to the right. And so they found that more accidents occur with left turns.
Wow.
Rather have no accidents and have you waste the time.
And that could also be because you have to travel across the opposite traffic when you make a left turn.
Good point you made. Very good point. I've said so. So here's one way that you can help your neck feel more comfortable. And I'll address your concern about breathing. So can you, if you can, bringing your elbows and your palms together like this, yes, and bring it so that it's right, it's hugging your chest. Good. Good. And now, if you had a reference point, just turn to one side. Pick a side. It doesn't matter. Turn and come back. This time, turn to that same side and breathe out. Breathe out. And when you come back, breathe in. And do this 2 more times. Breathe out and breathe in. Last one. Take your hands away. And now turn to that side and see if you remember the reference point. Turn to that side and see if you can go to the reference point and whether you can go a little past.
You do have your hands together? Like that?
Can you go a little past?
It's harder for me on the left.
Yeah, so go to only the right.
Mhm.
I went way further, but I didn't know if I stopped, when I stopped before, was as far as I could go, but I'd say I just went another 3 feet further.
So everybody watch Sheila, because you'll notice something about what Sheila did that that it gives it away. So would you do it again, but keep your
And my
yeah,
hands in my chair.
yeah, don't move your chair because your chair is movable, but move you, not your chair, and do that same movement.
Well, that's where I stopped before, and this is where I went now.
Do you notice that Sheila turned not only from her neck, which is a vulnerable area,
Oh, okay.
Sheila turned from her chest? Because when she was doing this, not being aware, she was turning from her waist. And then her brain said, oh, I don't need just my neck to turn. I can turn from further down.
But now I didn't turn further down, did I? And it's still went. I did.
You moved your shoulders and you moved the shoulders and the chest.
That's what it was. That's probably the difference, but a little bit, but not the same 3 feet.
And so you now realize, and once your brain said, oh yes, I could do this, you now incorporated it into turning. First you did it, you became aware that something was different. Your neck didn't have to move. You held your hands to make your chest move, your waist move. And if you want to go even further, you can put 1 foot front, 1 foot behind, and as you turn, you can actually move the foot that's behind. You bring that knee ahead and the front knee back, and you will be now turning from your pelvis, and your neck won't be working. So you did family therapy.
That's great.
Love it.
That was great.
Family therapy.
Yes, you saved the neck from overworking, and you asked the shoulders, the breastbone, the chest, the ribs, the waist, and even down to the feet. You said to them, "Come on, you can help us."
A true storyteller like your husband.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's great.
Ladies, I have an email from work I have to answer, so I'm going to say good night. Everybody take good care of yourselves.
You can watch the rest of the
Thank you.
recording.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, I want to share
Yeah.
you now.
What?
Oh, now
Janet,
you disabled screen sharing again. Can you let me screen share?
Yeah, let me see. I think I can. Hold on. How do I do that?
Janet,
You did it before.
Yeah, Susan.
yeah, I have a little addition suggestion for these exercises. When you get to the point where you don't think you can go any further,
Yeah.
if you just stop and
Yeah.
take a deep breath in and a deep breath out and visualize yourself turning a little more, you will gain some range of motion. And then you just stay there, and then again you breathe in slowly and out, and then you turn a little more, and then you're going to gain range of motion. You do that in any direction you choose.
You have to show me again. I'm not quite sure. I think,
I can.
So I can't show you how to breathe.
yeah, I know it. I got you. I got you.
When I see you in person, I'll show you.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much.
Janet, you made the wrong person,
Okay.
the wrong host. You made my iPhone.
Oh, I did? I'm sorry. Let me come back here. Wonder if I can do it. Let's see. Can you give it back to me?
Let me go to my phone.
See if you can give it back to me, I guess. I can't do anything because you got it. Oh, Lordy.
So Janet, I'm home now and I need to walk my dogs.
All right,
So
darling.
I'm going to bid everybody a good night.
You have a good night, darling. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
You take care. See you
No
soon.
problem.
Bye, honey.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Even though 2 people left, I'm wondering if the others of us would be willing to share a piece of jewelry that we wear all the time that has special significance next week.
Yeah. Oh, God. Helena, that's great. That's wonderful.
And this, okay, I made me host on the thing. Let me see if I can do this now.
Okay.
That's the story.
That's great. All right.
Okay, so I want to share quickly. I'm going to show you, Chris. You can see this, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, in the funwithexercise.com, here he's actually showing the sideways posture.
Yeah.
Sheila Finkelstein of Treasure Life Now and Fun with Exercise with Chris Mazzola and 15 Plus Fitness Center in Delray Beach, Florida. This is now going to demonstrate an excellent exercise to strengthen balance.
All right, one, posture. If you're leaning over, the balance is nothing really good. So the first thing you need to do is work on your posture. In the 11 years I've been running 50 Plus Fitness, strength is the key. You need to be strong. Your muscles need to be strong. You're not involved in a weight training program, get involved.
Okay, I'm not going to, because also somebody complained, I did these videos spontaneously. They weren't planned, so there was background music. But you'll see he's stepping to one side and then bringing it together, stepping to the other, bringing it together. And that's the balance.
Yeah.
This one is really good. I was having problems getting up from the floor. And
Yeah.
so he actually shows how you can get up from the floor.
That's great.
Really excellent. And then this was, somebody was asking about, she couldn't carry her grandchild or something. So he talks about strengthening weak arms and shoulders. There's also a way, most of us or a lot of us just bend, and there's a way we should be correctly bending to pick up things. And then he's showing exercise while watching TV.
That's great.
And then, okay, here's the weight bearing exercise where he's talking about, in this case, he did pushing against the desk, but I do it under the, in the kitchen sink. So that's funwithexercise.com.